Hi, everyone, and welcome to our show. That's Jazz, and this is Akshita. And this chat show, we will be actually talking about various artists from different art backgrounds and about the art supplies and their different personalities and also the difficulties that they have faced. So, I hope you're excited to be a part of our chat show. And to you, Jazz, she's going to introduce herself first and let you know all about herself.
Hey guys, welcome to our new show. We're going to try and have a lot of fun regarding art, a subject that people hardly talk about. So my name is Jasvir Kambo. My YouTube channel is Jasvir, sorry, it's Jasvir for UK artists. Let me say that again. So my channel is Jasvir33 Art. For those of you who follow me on Instagram and on my YouTube channel, you know that I'm a portrait and fluid artist, and really I love to do African art and create different things, and it's all just about color for my channel and my Instagram page. So yeah, that's all about me.
Thank you. Okay, so this is okay. So I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Akshita, and I am from Malaysia. I'm originally from India, and I love to do mandala. I do try and create different kinds, mixed media with watercolors and mandala. And I have a YouTube channel too, known as Adi Pans by Akshita. And on Instagram, I'm adipans_ap. And you can follow both of us and subscribe to our YouTube channel to know more and see our creativity and actually a lot of tutorials that we keep putting up over there to help everyone. So yes, now we're going to go back to the show where we will ask each other a few questions to make it a little more informative for a few artists out there who are just starting off or who have started, and let you all know a few basic things that we faced, be it difficulties or happiness or surprises that came along. So I'm going to ask Jazz a few questions, and then she's going to come back to me, ask me questions as to my journey. So Jazz, are you ready?
I am.
Oh, that's great. Let's go. Okay, so your first question is, how did you get started with your art journey?
So I've been drawing and painting since I was a child, and I started off painting my my room wall, and then my first ever artwork was my uncle and aunt. I did a portrait for their anniversary, and that's when I saw that I could draw. And I think I was 13 then. So I didn't take it seriously in school. I didn't really want to go into that. But then as I got older, and I didn't really have a degree or anything, I kind of sidelined to art, and that's how I kind of like did little paintings for people, little drawings for birthday gifts and stuff. And then and then everyone just saw that I could paint, and I started getting commissions, and that's how my art journey started, really.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
So, your first reaction when you got a commission work order,
I think I was very young, maybe 15. I did a set of the Seven Dwarfs for a lady who was my mom's friend, and she was an interior designer, and that was my first commission, but I didn't get paid for it.
But okay. So let's get there. So if you didn't get paid for it, what was your feeling for it? Like, I mean, sometimes artists really like, sometimes it's just like, okay, we have to do it for free, but in your heart you're like, oh, it's worth so much more. So what was your like feelings during that time?
Because I was so young, I didn't really care about that, and the worst thing was that I was we'd gone out for lunch with my family, and in the center that we were having lunch, there was an art gallery in there. And while we were walking past the art gallery, I saw my paintings that I'd done for this lady in the gallery.
Wow.
So she had sold them on to this gallery, and that's when I got really upset, because first of all, she didn't pay me for it, and then secondly, she put them up in a gallery. So I was kind of put off, and I think that is set in my head. So every time somebody asks me to do a commission work for them, I hesitate, because I know either I'm not going to get paid, or it's just going to end up somewhere that I don't want it to end up in.
Yeah, the first experience being a bad experience.
Yeah, very bad experience.
Okay, next is a question which is like a little fun question. If you were a color, what color would you be and why?
I love black. I'm not wearing it right now because for the video, but I love black. And the reason I love black is because you can wear it anywhere, any day, anytime. Okay, in the day, sometimes people say you're wearing black, but it's a very deep color, and it says a lot about people. I mean, they think it's dark, so you're a dark person, but it's the depth. So there's no color, there's no depth without black.
Fair, given. Okay, so what inspires you to paint every day or whenever you do?
At the moment, is the algorithm of Instagram. If you're not in the game, you're not gonna get seen. So that's really hard at the moment, because you've got to artists can't paint every day. They can't draw and paint. You've got to be inspired every day. How do you, unless you live on the beach or high up in the mountains, you're inspired every day, but
true.
Everyday life, no. But what inspires me now at the moment is Instagram algorithm.
I think a lot of us will relate to that very much. Okay, so I think this is something which is like a common question for a lot of at least beginners, is that what are the difficulties that you face when you take up art as a full-time career choice? I mean, especially now. So, what are the difficulties have you ever faced, if you have?
It's very competitive. I mean, there's so much art, and it's so varied, and there's so many different forms of art. I feel like it's such a big area to kind of say, this is going to work. Because it's always changing. Art is like fashion. It's trending.
True.
You can be contemporary, and you can be old fashioned. Which one? It works. Both of them work. But if you've got like a set thing and it hits, and somebody loves your concept, and then you can grow. But then you could be struggling for years and centuries, and your art will never get seen. So I think it's a hit and miss. And artists are always struggling. I find I'm struggling forever.
Okay, last question to you is that what would you tell or give a message to the artists who want to take this up, let's say, as a career?
See, I wouldn't be able to answer that, because I'm not a full-time artist who gets paid for it. But I think if you are dedicated and you're committed and you have a goal and you're focused, I think you can achieve anything. I should say that to myself. I should learn from my words. Jazz, you can do anything.
That's true. That's true. Okay, so that's it from my side to you. And yes, let's have what you got to say.
So, Akshita, we're going to have a few questions for you. And I'm going to ask you first, how did you start with your journey?
So, like every other child, I have started my art journey when I was a kid, where we've always all given, in India, at least back in India, we've given these few art exams, which I've given myself to. I am a lawyer by profession, but eventually, post my marriage, I came to Malaysia, and therefore I decided to pursue my passion, which was like kept aside, which because of my profession. So yeah, back like last year, so 2019 in May is when I decided to take art seriously and follow my passion. So that's how I started my whole Insta page.
Amazing.
So yeah.
So you started your Instagram page a year ago,
Yes,
or
May
oh
2019.
wow, and you've grown so much over a
Yes.
year.
I
That's
would give a credit to my husband because he only started my Insta page and pushed me to go ahead doing all of this. So yes,
we're gonna do the next chat with him.
you can truly can.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah,
It's so nice when the people
yeah,
you in your family encourage you, and
true,
that's so great to know,
true,
and
true.
especially if it's your husband or your
Yeah,
partner or your
partner,
boyfriend. It's
true.
absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
So how do you come up with the designs that you want to do on your mandala?
So to give a short background, I started mandala probably like just 10 odd months back. Before that, I used to do a lot of watercolors and oil
Oh,
painting. I think came across someone's account where I was like, okay, this is something interesting. Let's try a new art form. And I started off basically like that. Honestly,
oh,
when it's not a mixed media thing, if I've not done any kind of a landscape, I simply make circles and I start making my mandala from, like small designs. But if it's a
mm.
landscape, I'll be honest that I'll make the landscape and suddenly I'll find a space in there and I'm like, oh, I want to put a mandala there. So that's how I'll end up actually making many of my mandalas,
And
especially landscapes.
that's really different, because I've noticed on your page, on your Instagram page, like
Yeah.
it's very different to other mandala artists.
Yeah.
You Because you've got, and that's how I work as well, like it's different. You've got the concept, but then you've
Correct.
added something to it as well,
Yeah, which is your
which
own,
is,
like your own touch.
yes, which is different, and
Yeah,
it stands out, and then you can see and say that I know that artist.
yeah,
So
that's true.
yeah,
That's
that's amazing. So, how often do you do your mandalas, or how often do you paint? Every day, or?
so I started off painting every day. So if you
Mm,
ever go to my Instagram account, because I don't delete any of my posts or archive any of my posts except for probably our giveaways. So you will
mm,
have from my 2019 paintings every day I used to post. I think for a good,
wow.
yeah, and I've painted every day because I think that was my excitement of not being able to paint for so many years. I'll be very honest. So
Mm,
that's when I used to do every day. But I think when I started doing mandala, which of course has a lot of intricate designs as well, I post once every 2 days or 3 days
hmm.
because I don't want to be like, I want to post for people out there. I mean, of
The
course I
pressure.
do. Yeah, of course I
Yeah.
do. But I want to like what I put up, or, I put my heart and soul in my artwork for, someone to even like. If I don't like my own painting, doesn't make sense for someone else to like it, right?
And that's the pressure of it all, isn't it? It's always
Yeah,
it shouldn't be like that. And
true.
I feel like we need to put this out to Instagram or YouTube to say that there's too much pressure.
That's true.
You want to create artwork, and you post it, and then you wait to see how many people liked it. I think
Because
it's too much pressure.
you go to the whole pressure of even analyzing your insights. You
Yeah.
analyze the time when you have to put it because that is your best audience. It shouldn't happen that way. It should be like, when I have put the hashtags for the reach, just let it reach.
It's like a whole new schooling. Like, you have to
Yes,
go for a course
yes,
to kind of
yes.
have an account and then follow the instructions, and
That's,
even then you don't get the
that's
the
true.
uh, the engagement that you're hoping
Engagement.
for.
That's true.
That's so good. So how did you start your YouTube channel? When did you start your YouTube channel?
My YouTube channel would be, I think, some 6 or 8 months back only. It's not too, it's
Oh,
just
it's very
very,
young.
very young, very young.
That's good.
And that
That's
again,
amazing.
thanks to my husband, I would say.
Ah, he
Because
needs to be here.
yes, I should give special mention to my husband in this. But yeah, a lot of my social media, in fact, a lot of my social media being Instagram, YouTube, TikTok for RE pants, it's all thanks to him.
Yeah.
Because you want to help people as well, so it's not like you don't want to help people, you see, so you have to want to put those tutorials, you want to tell people how you went about doing it.
So what words of wisdom would you give of your followers and your subscribers on Instagram and YouTube on how to grow the way you've grown in a year?
Okay, so I am going to be very honest with this, is that I have, as I said, very consistently in the start, put up as much as possible I could. Don't put it up for people. Start when you're starting off, especially put it up because you like what you've painted. You will start realizing firstly as to where do you like, what is your topic, or where does your strengths lie, like what art form does your strength lie. Because as I said, I started off with watercolors, acrylics, oil paints. Eventually, after a year, I have realized that mandala is something where my strength lies. So, first, you figure out as to where your strength lies. Create as much as possible. It's all right to make mistakes, not have a good painting a day, just throw it. It's fine. We all go through it. I mean,
Yeah.
literally, we all go through it. It's just that we
Mm.
don't post it, of course, because that's not what you want to put on the feed. But
Mm.
so yeah, paint every day with dedication and legit loyalty towards your art. That's about it. You should be very true to your art. So yeah.
But sometimes you love your art. There's sometimes I've created an art piece and I'm like, wow, did I just do that? And then there's nothing.
You know what, Jazz? I have been demotivated.
Absolutely
Yes,
nothing.
I have been demotivated myself because of that. Because
That was my next
Instagram,
question.
yeah,
Is there a time you've been demotivated or are you ever discouraged by, this and
yeah. If you go through my Instagram, I think in the last 1 month when Instagram has gone cuckoo in the head for its algorithms, I
mm.
have actually posted very few artworks. In fact, I have myself taken a break. I have not posted anything for the past 1 week on Instagram. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to let that stress me out, play with
But
my mind.
on that note, don't they say that if you stop posting or if you don't post for a few days, again you're at loss? So
I
how do
get it.
you
I get it. But Jazz, you know what? Sometimes the reason why I say it's quality over, I'm not saying quantity,
quantity?
but
Mm.
quality over what you put over there or what kind of a response you get, is that people think that for, yes, sometimes it is that the followers matter when it comes to any brand approach or a collab approach or anything. But sometimes it is that when you show your quality work out there and say how you would want to promote a brand, you give a brand a proper video of the way you can do something, they would like to approach you and collab with you. So sometimes it is fine not to have too many artworks, but some amazing quality artworks. And even if people don't appreciate it, till you as I said, Jazz, eventually it is, you can't people please every time, right?
No, you're absolutely right there.
Yeah.
And you're also right on the fact that you there will be a certain number of people who will not like your work,
Correct.
but there will be some people who would love your work, and those are the
Exactly.
people who support you and bring you up. And then you have
Exactly.
companies who contact you because they see that you create
Yeah.
quality,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I think that's what matters, and that's great, and that's a
Yeah.
good point to end on.
Yes, thank you. Okay, so guys, I hope you all have figured out a little here as to how we're going to go about giving you all information. This time it was all about me and Jazz. We're going to have a lot of more other artists as well. But before we end, I'm going to have one other short game with Jazz known as word association. And Jazz, the game is all about me asking you a question and the first word that comes to your mind.
Okay.
Because it's the first time over here, I'm going to give you 5 seconds to think, but not more than 5 seconds.
Okay.
Okay? Okay. So we're going to start with the first question, your art journey,
Challenging.
your latest artwork.
My
Work.
latest artwork, I have it's on it's a reference from Pinterest, and it's bright and colorful to end the year, and that was the last one I did yesterday.
And it
I
is
think you saw
amazing,
it.
guys. Yes, it is amazing. Okay, so next is the so we need one word for your followers and subscribers.
Love you.
Eee. Okay, your favorite art form,
Portraits.
your YouTube channel.
Jasvir.
One word for your YouTube channel.
Trending.
That's true, guys. I agree. Okay, the last question, the feeling when you inspire someone or you receive an inspiration message.
I feel so humbled. That's the word, humbled.
You got it. Let's give it to you. You did a good job at this game. Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
All right. So, guys, that's about it from us today. And I hope you all enjoyed and you're going to join us every week. We're going to have one new artist come join us, have a chat with us, tell us a few things about themselves, play this game with us, and it's going to be fun. So I hope you all enjoyed it because we both totally did. We're
Oh
going to
yeah,
have
we
a
did.
blast. Yes. So, and if you guys have any questions you want to drop it down in our comment section. We can ask those to, the art artists, and maybe, and hopefully you'll get all the answers in this chat show, especially people who are starting off with this art journey of theirs. So you stay tuned for more. Do subscribe to Jazz's YouTube video, which is Jazz, your channel is
Jasvir 33 Art, and we'll
and
link everything down below so you can just
yes,
check out our
yes.
pages, our
So
Facebook pages, and our YouTube
correct,
channel,
and our Instagram. So yes, and mine is Ari Pans by Akshita. So we are gonna have all the other details in our description down. So don't forget to subscribe and see you all soon next week. Bye guys. Bye
Bye.
Jess.
Bye, Aksh.
Bye. Take care.